So silver is up over 500% on this massive run up. It's up almost 50% in a month. It's up over 150% on the year. These prices and this type of parabolic nature, although a lot of people think it's super positive, which I also agree. I'm a long-term silver holder. A lot of my net worth is in physical gold and silver. So I want to see these metals do well, but I want to see these metals do well in the right way. And that's why these prices and this trajectory is getting a little bit scary. And it's eerily similar to what happened a couple of decades ago whenever silver went parabolic to the tune of about 450 to 500%, and then the bottom absolutely dropped out on it. Now, do I think that the bottom's going to drop out on this like it did back then? No. And I'm going to show you exactly what happened on the charts a couple of decades ago and show you exactly what I think could potentially happen to silver here. Where is the upside resistance at right now, first and foremost, right? Like, where does this thing potentially top out? Because there's been multiple times that this could have topped out and it didn't, right? And now we're up above $75. So there's a couple of resistances that you need to keep on your radar. And then if it does top out and start to fade and it goes down really, really fast, right? Where could we be settling at to then build those long-term long positions all over again to then take that next leg up to, you know, 90, 100, $125? That's exactly what I'm going to show you inside of this video. And I'm going to do it as quickly as possible so that I'm cognizant of your time, and hopefully everybody had a really good holiday weekend or a really good holiday yesterday and has a good holiday weekend coming up. And if you don't know who I am Drew Wolfer. I am a verified pro trader on not only verifiedinvesting.com. You can go and check me out and, you know, check out my win rate down here, right? But I'm also the founder and CEO of NORDIC Alpha, and I do have a 91.6% documented live tracked win rate in just 2025 alone on gold and silver, okay? So if you kind of don't know who I am, that's who I am, all right? Now, I give out all these TA calls and things of that sort inside of NORDIC Alpha every single day. So if you want the actionable trades and not just the analysis, because that's what I do on my channel, I do the analysis, get inside of NORDIC Alpha. It's $29 a month. It's less than $1 a day. And, you know, let that 91.5% win rate work for you, okay? But with all that being said, it will likely go up in price in 2026. So again, just get in where you fit in, and let's talk about what's going on the charts. Now, we have massive, massive bearish divergences on everything from the hourly chart up to essentially the weekly chart and the monthly chart, right? So let me show you some stuff. Now, if you look at the hourly chart, okay, we can zoom in. As you can see right here, look at this bearish divergence. Boom! Big, big, big bearish divergence. And you even have a smaller bearish divergence inside of a larger bearish divergence, right? This is back from November 30th, okay? So let's look at where we were on November 30th. We were at about $58, okay? And then we have a massive bearish divergence where price is setting higher highs and RSI is setting lower highs all the way up until today. And then if we zoom in even further, you can see that we have another massive bearish divergence from right here, right? From the $70 level up to the all-time highs. So when does this thing top out? I mean, you know, your guess is as good as anybody's, but it's looking pretty wild is my point. So let's look at the 4-hour chart. I'll show you that bearish divergence. Look at this bad boy. Look at this thing. This is absolutely insane. Rising peaks, right? And lowering peaks. Look at that. All the way from back here at $54, the previous all-time high, kind of double top before we caught a fade, and then have this nice upward trajectory. Okay, you go to the 8-hour chart, you're going to see all the same, right? Massive bearish divergence, as you can see right here. Boom, just downward trajectory, right? And then if you go to the 12-hour chart, you're going to see the exact same thing, potentially, but this is actually starting to nullify the previous bearish divergence because it was just right here to right here. Now we've gotten overextended as of today outside of that, and look where the RSI is, 86 on the 12-hour chart. But this is where it starts to get really wild. If we go to the daily chart, first off, look at that gap up. Look at that gap up. Bang. Just massive, massive green candle too. We have RSI now at 82 on the daily chart. we have it at 91 on the weekly chart, and man, look at the monthly, 90, okay? This is unprecedented RSI, okay? Let's just call it what it is. Now, there's a couple of things that I want people to make sure that they're paying attention to. And one of them is obviously this upward sloping pivot that you can see has been very well respected. So if you break down from this, it's a pretty precipitous fall, and I'll tell you where that kind of support is. But you don't have to worry about that until you get down to about 70 bucks. Okay, so you'd have to fall, you know, $5 or $6 from here. But if you lose this, you're losing a long-term uptrend from at least for 2 straight months. We've just been in an uptrend, right? And this is a very, very upward sloping uptrend. Now let's look at something else that I really need people to understand. If you look at market structure, okay, and we can take this pivot point off of here. If you look at your market structure and we just kind of zoom in to the hourly chart, give me 1 second, you can see that we are now breaking market structure to the upside and just continuing to break those market structures. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. But the problem that we're seeing isn't that we're breaking market structure to the upside to continue the trend. The problem that we're seeing is that these lows are getting much higher. So right here at $73.58 is where you break down and your market structure shifts to a downtrend on the 1 hour chart. Then you shift to a downtrend on the 4 hour chart at 70 bucks. So right as soon as you break that upward sloping trend line, right, our pivot point right here, you're also losing market structure on the 4 hour chart. So where's the next likely place that you come? Down to the 12-hour market structure shift. Now, if you don't bounce from $64, you will fall through and shift market structure to a downtrend on the 12-hour chart, and then you've got your ultimate support down here on the daily chart at $57. Now, if you break down from here, your weekly market structure shift is all the way down at 46 bucks. Now, the $57 range right here could be really what saves the day for you. $60, call it $59.50, down to about 57 bucks. This could be the zone that kind of saves the day for everybody whenever you get a nice fade, right? And then boom, you get your blast up. Now, let's talk about the other couple of things that I want to make sure that people know. Obviously, we know about the pivot point. We know about the market structures. Now, I want to show you something on the spot chart, okay? And this is what is called a trend-based Fibonacci, and we're going to go to the monthly chart, and I'm going to show you exactly what happens with this thing, okay? Now, on these trend-based Fibonaccis, you measure from the low to the subsequent all-time high to the low that came after that, and it tells you where you could be potentially going. Now, you got caught up at the 0.786, you used the 618 and the 0.5 as support, you got caught up at the 1.0, right? You used the 0.786 as support, got caught up at the 1.0 again, finally blasted through. Now you have blasted through the 1.618, okay, which is right here. You blasted through the 2.618, which was right here at 60 bucks, and now you are reaching the 3.618 at exactly $76.38. This is like what you want to see in good markets and market structure is you come up here, you get a rejection, then you leg up to the 2.618, right? Then you get a rejection, you use the 1.618 as support, you leg up, you go past the 2.618, you reject from the 3.618, and then you use the 2.618 as support again. See what I'm saying? And we're not getting that. Like, even if we go back to the daily chart, you can see we're really not getting that. Like, we got our rejection of the 236, we used the 1.786 as support, double top, boom, and then you just blasted through the 2.618, never used it as support, and you came all the way up here. You never used the 1.618 as support either, okay? So that's just something to take into account. We are going to be reaching resistance here at $76.37. That's on the spot chart, but we're going to get back to the futures charts because that's where everything else is for me. Now, I want to show you this range, okay? And this range is right here, all right? My micro local range, and as you can see, we are hitting the upper and my second proprietary deviation zone from this low to this high when we set a new all-time high. We got a little pullback, right? We got a little itty-bitty pullback to the equilibrium price, and then we pumped back up, right? So from here, what we can think about is, okay, where's our next level of resistance? Well, if you drag it this range from the bottom to the top here, and let me just make sure that it's perfect, your next resistance is going to be right here at $79, $78.50 to $79, and then the next one after that is about $80.94. Okay, so you're going to be running into some pretty decent resistance there, but as it sits, I mean, you are right at my second proprietary deviation zone. If you reject from here, it's likely that you're going to come back down here to about 70 bucks. And if you do that over an extended time period, you're going to be losing the 1 hour market structure, and you're going to be losing this upward sloping pivot level that is basically everything that's holding us up right now. Okay. Now I want to show you this all-time high FRVP. Okay. So this FRVP right here shows you what our range is, okay, and what was traded inside of this range. So from this parabolic nature, right, this parabolic up move after we had a consolidation period, you can see the value area highs right here at 67 bucks. Where's the point of control? $64, okay? So it's calling for us to at least come back and touch 67. Now, if we lose that, we're coming down here to about 64, and then bang, $58.28 or so, which gets you down to kind of where your 12-hour market structure shift is down here, right? We can show you. Boom, right? Or your one-day market structure shift, right? If you lose and you hit this point of control, you're losing the 12-hour, and then you could bounce where that one-day market structure shift would be, okay? So that's just another thing that you need to take into account. Now, the other thing I want you to see is this trend-based fib, which is right here. And if you look at this, we'll go to the monthly chart. This is from the low to the high in 1970 to the low, right? And as you can see, we have blasted through the 1.0 where we rejected at first. We have blasted through the 1.618, which you would like to see a rejection up here or a nice pullback at least to somewhere down here at about $57 to the midpoint in between the 1.0 and the 1.618 before you make your next leg up. But your next leg up, let's talk about it. It's $93, man. So what I would like to see is us come down here, revisit these $57 range or this double top high right here, which if we got to go to the 4-hour chart to see that double top high, which was right around $54 right here. Boom. So either visit here, this range, right, $59 to $57, and if we fall through that, we really need to bounce at 54 bucks. And if that's the case, then there's a pretty likely case that we're going to be going to about $90 to $93 after that. So just, take that into account. Now, the other thing I want people to be aware of, just from a resistance perspective, is if you look at this December 25 local parallel, right? It's a pretty decent parallel. As you can see, measured it from the lows, the lows, the lows, the lows, dragged it up to the high. And as you can see, that's where we got our first rejection. Now we've blasted through it, got through the first deviation zone, right? And boom, we hit the deviation zone, rejected, used the top end of this parallel as support, and now we're going to see resistance right around here in the $78 to $79 range, right? So we could just come up here, reject, boom, come fall right back down here. If we lose this level, this is where your pivot point is, $75, right? You're going to be coming right down here to about $69.82, and then even potentially further than that once you start losing these levels. This is where it gets real nasty, okay? And that's where you could start coming down to, the $59 to $57 range. Now, if you look at this all-time parallel, you can see you're also going to see the same resistance there at about $80.50. And if you want to know what that parallel is, it's from the highs, bang, bang, to the lows. And then here's my deviation zone, so $78, right? And then if you look at this 2008 one, from these lows to these lows, drag it up to the highs, same resistance, right around 78 to 80 bucks, right? So it's pretty cut and dry as to where our resistance is. $75, $78, and $80, okay? Now, the one last thing that I kind of want people to see before we move on from this and kind of get you back to your days and your, hopeful holiday weekend, right, is if you measure from the bottom here to this top, 492%, okay? So let's measure from this bottom to this top, 560%, okay? So this is very, very resemblant of that massive, massive run that we had back in 2009 through 2010. And then you kind of saw what happened after that, right? The second month, the month after that happened, you faded by about 23%. Now, if we do fade by about 23%, it's going to take us right down here to right where we want to be at that $58 range. So I'm not saying that that's guaranteed to happen. What I'm saying is that if you look at what's happened in the past, and I get it, past doesn't predict future results, but one thing that doesn't change, psychology and human behavior and human emotions, okay? So if you want to be on the right side of it, always take psychology and human emotions into the mix and don't just say, well, because, you know, the market's different now. Well, but humans aren't, okay? And that's who is buying and selling inside of this market. So we will see what happens. Again, if you want all of my trade calls, if you want all of my setups, if you want the highest level analysis that you can get into the private VIP trading room. It is literally $29 a month. I give you my TA on metals, equities, crypto, all day, every day, and that is where things are going to be the most actionable for you, and you will see my win rate in full force. Okay, so everybody have a wonderful day. Hopefully you had a Merry Christmas, and hopefully you have a really good holiday weekend with your beautiful families. If you like content like this, all I ask, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you hit subscribe, and then boom, baby, bang on the notification bell so you don't ever miss one of these ever again. Comment whatever you want in the comments section. I appreciate you so much for showing up. I would not have a platform without you, so much love to you all, and I will see you all soon.